reasons why I love you, but none of them rhyme. 9 times 9, 81. Bonnie and Clyde. We got high and sat by the Wellington sign. I had one hell of a time. It's rock and roll till
Welcome to the Green Tea, Freedom and Truth channel. This is Tristan. It's good to have the Green Tea team back for this edition of the video log. I appreciate the Green Tea team. As you may or may not know, my last video I posted on Saturday was when we had the announcement of the New Zealand, Auckland going into a 7-day lockdown, level 3 lockdown, and the rest of the country going into a level 2 lockdown. On that evening, my channel was suspended. I was suspended from posting any information to anyone for 7 days. So how has this 7-day censorship, the 7-day having my right to freedom of expression, freedom of speech, how has that changed me? Am I now more wary of what I'm going to say? Am I going to check the truths, speaking my truth? That is what I say. And in the title I have called Bill Gates, the Doctor of the Decade. Is this man who is supplying the world with his companies with vaccines, is he the Doctor of the Decade? And before we look into that, I just want to go through and see what I said that got my 7-day censorship, got me put into got me punished for saying. Let's have a listen about the wording that YouTube has said that I breached. Medical misinformation. YouTube doesn't allow content that explicitly disputes the efficacy of local health authorities or World Health Organization WHO guidance on social distancing and self-isolation that may lead people to act against that guidance. They are basically saying that YouTube, these big tech giants, are controlled by the UN World Health Organization. There you have it. YouTube does not allow any explicit information that goes against recommendations of the World Health Organization and local health authorities regarding social distancing and mandating and wearing of masks and anything of that nature. This is where I stepped out of line by talking about doctors and specialists that do recommend exactly the opposite of what that says. So, am I going to change how I speak? Am I going to censor myself? And as we see, they are saying that the World Health Organization recommendations, which we know are driven by Gavi, which is a Bill Gates funded and set up organization, the Global Alliance for Vaccines and Immunology. So Bill Gates and his organizations and companies and subsidiaries, Gavi, influence the World Health Organization policies. So, and the World Health Organization policies are what is being rolled out across the planet. All of the Western countries are basically following the dictates and mandates of the World Health Organization. That is why now the social media platforms and the person-to-person sharing platforms, free speech platforms, are controlled by what the dictates and policies of the World Health Organization. So therefore, 10 push-up gaits is influencing what I can say on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, anything of that nature. And you see underneath the YouTube there is the V word 19. This is the truth about the V word 19. These are all controlled platforms like the mainstream media. That is why people who are speaking up have to speak in code. So if you don't are not explicitly disputing a mandate or dictate that is going on, you can say things and it will pass, because that is the funnel that they are allowing people to be funneled into. But David Icke's been removed. Jeff Berwick, the dollar vigilante, has been removed. A guy I listen to like Yusuf Al, high frequency radio. The real truth speakers that are just saying this is a global agenda. Global elites are trying to push through a more controlled and monitored society that the people don't want. That's why they have to control the narrative, because the people have had the internet for so long and enjoyed all of these rights and freedoms that for them to go into a box or cage is very difficult to convince people to do. That's why they are working so hard. If they would try and remove me for 7 days during the exact 7 days of the illegal measures being taken by the government on the people of God's own country, New Zealand, you're having these people talking and just saying, hey, is that the correct thing to do? Does that overreach my human rights? I did a video on our Bill of Rights and Charter of Rights, what that is designed to protect. And regardless of any V word, regardless of any natural event happening, they do not have the right to, these are God-given, inalienable, immutable rights. And I think instinctively and intuitively, people know that. People know that these things go against those spiritual precepts, natural law, that we have freedom of movement, expression, freedom of association, right to practice our spiritual practices. So there is clear censorship. There is a clear narrative being pushed on all of these supposedly neutral venues, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. They are controlled by the World Unhealth Organization, global unelites, and this type of thing. Name one time in human history when the group fighting to ban books and censor speech were the good guys. You know, shout out to Ryan Strasma for sending me that poignant and relevant meme. So we need to unite with each other. I'm going to do a live stream about how we want society to be, what systems we want in place, how, some positive, proactive ways and things we would like to see implemented as this, this uncovering of things that a lot of us do not agree with is happening. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have courage, speak your truth, support each other, have faith, and have fun. Peace out.